So in this next table, it's asking us to find some things, but not of the entire data set. Like in table 1, it wanted to know what is the average expense. In table 2, it's saying what is the average savings. So what you could do, I'm going to do it over here. You could say what is the average, and then we see all our savings are grouped together, so we could do that. So the average expense that is dedicated to savings is $122.50. But really, then if I do the cash, I will have to specify this interval, and for bills, this interval. And if this was a much longer list, you don't want to necessarily have to go find everything. Another reason is if this list was jumbled, then you wouldn't want to have to go pick out all of the savings separately. So what you would like to do is you would like to say, find the average of this column if this column says savings. And so just like there's an average, there is an average if. So average if says it finds the mean. Let me click on that. You put the range that you're interested in, the criteria, and then you put the column where you want to take the values from. So I want to look in column C. So the range, I could highlight the separate cells, but I'm just going to say look in column C. And if you see the word, now it's the criteria, if you see the word savings, so in quotes, because it's text, I'm going to say if you see the phrase savings, then I want to find the average of the corresponding values in column B. So the range that I'm then interested in finding the values of is B. So this says look in column C, and if you see the word savings, average the numbers that are in column B. And when I click that, I get our $122.50. And so to find the average of the other 4 categories, I could just copy and paste this, but in each case, I can write the category. This one's cash. And then we have bills. And then lastly, we have debt. So now we have that average in each category. We see that the average expense for savings is the smallest and the average expense for bills is biggest. Now, what if we wanted to know what is the total amount that you're spending in each of the categories? Try to find the function, pause me, and try to do this yourself, and then come back to me. So we want to find the sum. Is there a function called sum? Yes, but we only want to find the sum if. And so we want to find not the average of the category, but the total amount of the category. Now, we want the sum if. Again, the first argument is the range that you're going to look at. The second argument is the criteria. The third argument is where you're going to do the sum. In other words, it's just like these. Except instead of average, it's going to be sum. So I'm just going to copy sum, Control C, and I'm going to go down and change all of these from average to sum. There. And so now we have the sum of the different categories, and then we have the average expense in the different categories.